All right, you are back with your boy Tech with Tay. Uh, yeah, I might be a little lack of energy on this one. I just tried to do a whole lab. It might have been a little too advanced for me with my memory not being so fresh with all of this material. I spent about, I don't know, 45 minutes trying to configure a lab for you all, do all those things, but did not work out how I wanted it to go. But we are not giving up. We are going to do another lab for you all. It's going to be a little simpler. It's going to be like a beginner lab to get my mind refreshed and everything. And yeah, it's to help you all as well. So as you can see here on the screen, I just drew this up really quickly. It's gonna be a packet tracer lab. We're gonna have 4 PCs, 2 printers, 2 PCs in the sales department, 2 PCs in the engineering department. We're gonna have to take the 192.168.0.0/24 and break that down into the subnets so everything can communicate with each other. So yeah, let's go ahead and open up packet tracer. Boom, boom. Wait for this to load. All right. So if you've never used packet tracer before, you have different devices that you can take down here and implement into your network. So I'm gonna take one PC here, take another PC here. This will be our sales department. Take another PC here and another PC here. We're gonna need 2 printers. Put a printer over here. Put a printer over here. And then we'll put our router in between both of those. We'll use this router. All of them should be kind of working the same. Then we'll take 2 switches to put here for our networks. And then you can just take this. This automatically configures the cables that you need. So you have to worry about the cabling and crossover cabling and all that good stuff. So we'll connect our switch to our PC. We'll connect the switch to the other PC. We'll connect the switch to the printer. Connect this router to the switch. Connect this switch to the PC. Connect this switch to the PC, and we will connect this switch to this printer. So for this lab, I'm going to statically address the IP addresses because the last lab I was trying to do DHCP addressing. That didn't go so well. So yeah, we're going to statically address all of these, and we'll need a subnet that 192.168.0.0/24, and we'll be using a /25 to chop this up into 2 networks into 2 subnets. So for this router, let's go ahead and configure this. So router 1, we'll go enable config terminal, which is config T, which gets you into your configuration mode. So this interface here is, let's see what this one is. Yeah, gig 00. Let's bring that back up. Interface G00. Do show IP interface brief. Gig 00 is down. Let's go ahead and change that to up. So interface gig 000. I see there. Let's make sure that's correct. It is. All right, let's go no shutdown to bring that up. I will make this IP address 192.168.0.1, 255.255.255.128, because you're going to be using a /25 to divide these, to divide that 192.168.0.0 /24 subnet into two different subnets. How I know this, I pretty much did this before I started this. I wouldn't have to spend a lot of time subnetting. If you want to check how I did that, I used Professor Messer's 7-second subnetting. It's a chart that you can use and quickly configure these subnets. So that is for that there. For this, so let's go ahead and put our IP addresses for our PCs. PC 0 will have a default gateway of 192.168.0.1. That's going to be the router. And then our IP address is going to be 192.168.0.2. Subnet mask of 255.255.255.128, because we are using a /25. Boom, boom. Let's make this default gateway of 192.168.0.1, because that is what we configured on the router. So that is what it'll be using to communicate with the other PCs on the other side of the network. IP address of 192.168.0.3. Subnet mask, same as the other one, 255.255.255.128. The printer will do the same thing, 192.168.0.1 as a default gateway. And the IP address is going to be 192.168.0.4. Subnet mask, same as the other two. All right. Now let's just check the switch, make sure everything is working well here. Enable, config T. We want to go, well, we don't even have to go there. We'll go exit, we'll go show IP interface brief. All of our interfaces are up and running, so that is a good thing. Let's just see if we can communicate in this network. So let's ping our default gateway. We need our command prompt. We'll go ping 192.168.0.1. So it is communicating with the router. That is good to see there. And then we'll go back to our router and configure the other side of our network. We'll exit here. We'll go interface. That should be G. Let's check. That is interface G0/0/1. IP address of 192.168.0.129. Nope, I forgot my subnet mask, 255.255.255.128. Let's go no shutdown to bring that up and running. And just to show you all, because some of you all might be wondering, where am I coming up with these numbers? So the 192.168.0.0/24 is, so the subnet mask for the /24 is going to be 255.255.255.0. If you break that down into binary, that's going to be 8 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dot. I'll copy that, paste that again, paste that again, and it's going to be all zeros in the last octet. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8 zeros, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so that's 8 zeros. So what I did is I borrowed one host bit, which are all zeros right now, which are these bits here. And so that takes us, that will look like this. So if I take this again and paste this here, that will look like this. So, excuse me. Jeez. There we go. All right, so that takes us to 25 ones. And what we're doing is, this is binary. So binary, you go 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. So this makes our subnet mask a 255. If you write this back in the decimal form, this ends up being a 255.255.255.128. That's what this one is. So that means we can break that subnet down into two different subnets, being from 192.168.0.0 to 192.168.0.128. That will be our last usable address for that one. And we'll also have another one as far as 192.168.0.129, which will be our network address, which is our first, that's our network address. Our first usable will be 130. So that takes us from 192.168.0.129 to 192.168.0.255. So that's when we're coming up with these numbers, if you all were wondering. So that's how we got here. So we'll take this PC, we'll configure this. Our default gateway is going to be 192.168.0.129. Our IP address is going to be 192.168.1.0.130. Subnet mask is going to be a 255.255.255.128. Same goes for this PC and the printer as well. 192.168.0.129 default gateway. IP address of 192.168.0.131. Same subnet mask. Same goes for the printer. Default gateway of 192.168.0.129. IP address 192.168.0.132. Subnet mask, it's going to be a 128. So let's see if we can communicate here in this network. Let's ping our default gateway 192.168.0.129. That looks good there. Let's ping another device in the network, 192.168. This is 131, so let's ping 132. Oh, I didn't put ping. 192.168.0.132. So you can communicate there. Now let's check the real thing that we're really coming to see here. So let's see if we can communicate across the network. So 192.168.0.2. Let's put in front of that. All right, so we can communicate there. So that looks good there. So yeah, that'll be it on this one. This is a simple network that we configured. This is just like if you had a small office you were working with like two different departments. You had one router, a couple switches, and you just needed them to communicate quickly. this is how you can do that. And yeah, hope y'all found this helpful. Let me know if more labs that y'all want me to do. I will be doing more. I'll be refreshing my mind on all of these things, so we won't run into the same issue that I ran into before, or before I started this. So yeah, hope y'all found this helpful. This was another video with Tech with Tay. Like, subscribe, comment, keep pushing, keep leveling up, and let's get it.